Hello everyone, today we're diving into the incredible life story of Samara Joy, a journey filled with hard work and resilience. Samara Joy is one of the brightest rising stars in the jazz world today. At just 25 years old, she's already making waves in a genre often thought to be rooted in the past. Born in the Bronx, New York in 1999, Samara grew up surrounded by music. Her parents were avid jazz enthusiasts and they introduced her to the genre early on. Jazz greats like Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, and Billie Holiday played a significant role in shaping her early musical tastes. But what really sets her apart from the other young musicians is her remarkable natural talent combined with inherent understanding of jazz's complexities. As her career has developed, Samara has quickly become one of the most exciting and unique voices in contemporary jazz, carving out a space for herself while maintaining deep respect for the genre's roots. Her musical journey began in earnest when she attended the prestigious Fiorella H. LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and Performing Arts, an institution known for producing world-class musicians. There, Samara honed her skills and solidified her passion for jazz. After graduating, she continued her education at the Manhattan School of Music, where her ability to interpret jazz standards and experiment with different styles began to blossom. It was during these years that Samara found her true voice, blending traditional jazz vocal techniques with a fresh, modern perspective that set her apart from other up-and-coming artists like her. In 2019, Samara Joy made her breakthrough when she won the prestigious Sarah Vaughan International Jazz Vocal Competition. This victory marked the start of her rise to prominence in the jazz community. Winning the competition was no small feat. Singers from all over the world entered this highly competitive contest, and Samara's win was a clear indication of her talent and potential. The win provided her with a platform to perform at some of the most important jazz festivals and venues in the world, helping to build a dedicated following among both longtime jazz fans and younger listeners. What makes Samara Joy's sound so compelling is her ability to channel the great jazz vocalists of the past while offering a unique and modern twist. Jazz is a genre that thrives on improvisation and individuality, and Samara's vocal style embodies both of these qualities. Her voice has often been compared to legendary singers like Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, and Billie Holiday, but it's clear that Samara brings her own artistry into the mix. Her voice is rich, smooth, and full of emotion, and she has an exceptional ability to express vulnerability and strength within the same song. One of the key elements that define Samara Joy's vocal approach is her phrasing. In jazz, phrasing is crucial. It's the way a singer uses timing, rhythm, and inflection to make the song their own. Samara has her own incredible sense of timing, allowing her to stretch a note or pause just enough to create a dramatic effect. Her phrasing is never overdone, is subtle but always effective. She has the ability to make the simplest phrases sound extraordinary, and this is part of what makes her such a powerful performer. What truly sets Samara apart from many of her contemporaries, however, is her ability to convey the emotional depth of a song. Jazz has always been about emotional expression. Jazz vocalists communicate more than just the lyrics. They tell a story with every note. Samara's voice conveys a wide range of emotions, from a joyous and uplifting sound to the introspective and sorrowful. She has the rare gift of making listeners feel the emotional core of a song, whether it's a heart-wrenching ballad or an upbeat swing tune. It's this connection with the audience that elevates her performances and makes them unforgettable. Samara Joy's debut album, Samara Joy, released in 2021. It was a significant milestone in her career. The album showcases not only her stunning vocal abilities, but also her impressive ability to interpret jazz standards. The album includes songs like Dream a Little Dream of Me and I've Got Rhythm, classics that have been recorded by countless artists over the years. However, Samara brings her own fresh personal interpretation to these tracks. She has a way of making familiar songs feel new, breathing life into them with her unique voice and approach to phrasing. The album was met with critical acclaim, with many praising her for capturing the essence of jazz while adding her own contemporary flair. The success of her debut album is just one example of how Samara Joy is revitalizing jazz for a whole new generation. Jazz is often seen as a genre associated with an older generation, but Samara's music proves that the genre still has a powerful voice in today's world. What's more, she's able to appeal to both seasoned jazz lovers and younger listeners who may be discovering the genre for the first time. Her music offers something for everyone, whether you're a longtime fan of jazz or just beginning to explore it. Samara's talent and authenticity draw you in. Her ability to connect with audiences is one of the most remarkable aspects of her artistry. Samara has a rare gift for making a personal connection with her listeners, no matter the setting. Whether she's performing at a small club or a large jazz festival, she has an innate ability to command the stage and create a sense of intimacy. Her performances feel personal, as if she's sharing something deeply meaningful with the audience. This ability to connect on an emotional level is what makes Samara a truly great jazz vocalist. Samara's journey in the jazz world is also notable for the way she honors the tradition of the genre while also pushing its boundaries. Jazz has always been a genre that thrives on experimentation and innovation, and Samara embodies that spirit. She has an immense respect for the jazz vocalists who came before her, and she's also determined to forge her own path. Her performances and recordings showcase her willingness to experiment with phrasing, interpretation, and even genre fusion, while maintaining the emotional depth and technical skill that defines great jazz. She also brings a modern sensibility to the genre without compromising its roots. Samara's music is influenced by the past, but it speaks to the present moment. She has the ability to blend the best aspects of jazz history with a contemporary perspective, making her music accessible to a broader audience while still staying true to the art form's foundation. In doing so, she is helping to bridge the generational gap that often exists between jazz's older fan base and the younger, more diverse listeners who may not have been exposed to jazz in the same way. The significance of Samara Joy's career goes beyond her own musical achievements. She is part of the growing movement of young, talented jazz musicians who are breathing new life into the genre. In a time when many people view jazz as an outdated or niche genre, artists like Samara are proving that jazz can be both timeless and forward-thinking. Samara represents the future of jazz, showing that the genre has not only survived but is thriving in the hands of young artists who are willing to embrace its past while pushing it into new territories. As she continues to develop as an artist, Samara's future looks incredibly bright. She is already an established presence on the jazz scene, and it's exciting to think that where her career will take her next. With her talent, work ethic, and passion for jazz, there's no limit to what she can accomplish. Whether she's recording new music, performing live, or collaborating with other musicians, Samara is sure to continue making waves in the music world. In addition to her music, Samara's story is also inspiring because she represents the next generation of jazz musicians who are bringing their own voices and perspectives to the genre. She's breaking down barriers, not just in terms of musical style, but also in terms of cultural representation. As a woman of color, Samara is helping to redefine what jazz looks like in the 21st century, proving that the genre is far from being a genre for a specific group of people, but rather a universal expression of the human experience. Samara Joy's journey is still in her, early stages, but her impact on the jazz world is already undeniable. As a young artist who blends respect for the tradition of jazz with a fresh modern sensibility, she is ensuring that the genre continues to evolve and thrive. Whether she's performing on the world's biggest stages, recording new music, or inspiring the next generation of jazz musicians, Samara is undeniably a force to be reckoned with. For anyone who loves jazz or even just appreciates great music, Samara Joy is an artist to keep an eye out for years to come. If you enjoyed Samara Joy's inspiring story, be sure to check out our other videos and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay cool.